You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
What's up, guys?
So this is big bro to little bro, two different generations, and both Call of Duty veterans now. We're both getting old. Um,
Yeah,
we have
sadly.
we have different taste. Obviously, he thinks, and many people might think my list is really crazy, but I'll defend it. Now his list is over here, and mine's is below. So go ahead, talk about your list a little bit. What do you think is the craziest part of your list?
Probably Infinite Warfare.
Now, what do you love about Infinite Warfare? Because I think it's a hot pile of shit.
It's weird. Because it came with a dual pack with COD 4.
Right.
So I actually played COD 4
Which,
remaster.
which, real quick, let me stop you there. That was one of Activision's first biggest scams. They had no concept of what a new Call of Duty was going to be. So instead, they said, okay, we'll give you a shitty Call of Duty, but we'll give you COD 4 remastered. And
Yeah.
and they forced you to buy it, but then 6, 7 months later, they sold it separate.
Yeah.
But,
I agree with that. That was a little sketchy.
yeah, go on though.
So I didn't really play it too much. And then, what was the next game that came out? I think it was World War II. So then we just hopped on the World War II because we were sick of jetpacks. But for some reason, about 2, 3 years ago, I went back to play COD 4 Remaster, and I didn't really like it. It felt weird.
Really?
So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Infinite Warfare is attached to it. So I re-downloaded Infinite Warfare, played it for about 2, 3 months, and I had a blast with it. I don't know if it's just because shitty players were on it because it was an old game at the time or what the case was, but I had a really good time. I think the maps are really sneaky. They're sneaky good. And the leveling up system, I think, is top tier. So I
Yeah.
don't think it's a top 5 game, but I don't think it's bottom of the barrel as many people say it is.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I'll give World War II is it did try to go back to the roots. And during
It's the
that,
first game since Jetpack, so you gotta.
yeah, during that time, COD was like in a really confused state. I don't know. I just think World War II was so played out, though. We've seen so many previous war games in that same theme, and I'll be honest, I didn't buy World at War, but um, I did play it at a couple friends' house and watched a lot of videos, and nothing stuck out to me. So I didn't really even give that one a shot, but I did experience it. So again, even in my list, it could be a little biased or a little inaccurate, but I think for the most part, it's pretty good. I mean, you want me to talk about my list a little bit?
Listen, I mean, I don't even know some of the stuff you even put on there. Like, what was that
Thank
big
you.
red? What the
Yeah,
hell was that?
big. Okay, so towards the bottom of my list,
It's showing your age or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Towards the bottom of the list shows my age. Now, a lot of people don't remember these old CODs. That's why I had to put it up there because I experienced these old Call of Duties, and they were great, but they were more single player games. Like the earliest COD games had multiplayer, but it was nothing like today. It wasn't up until COD 4, Modern Warfare 1, that you saw the multiplayer that you see today and love. So that's why COD 4 is, without a doubt, number one on my list. Modern Warfare 2 was the one that got me back into Call of Duty. And Modern Warfare 2 was iconic.
So let me stop you real quick.
Yeah.
See how you say that how the maps don't work too good on MW3 Remaster, so it kind of tainted it a little bit.
Right.
Like how you said, was it nostalgia or was it really that bad? Um, does COD 4 Remaster do that for you? Because I don't think COD 4 Remaster was as much as a hit as they thought it was gonna be.
You're talking about 2016, right?
Yeah, the remaster. Because it didn't. It was kind of weird. It was playing kind of weird a little bit.
Yeah,
It's kind of
so
like similar.
2016, yeah, you're right. I thought it was going to be bigger than they thought, but I think it was a little rushed. I don't think they needed, a COD 4 remaster that fast. But it was fun, though. It was very fun. And again, even though that was the height of some of my gaming, moments. I was busy playing Halo 3 or Gears 1 and Gears 2. So I didn't even give COD 4 a legitimate shot until about a year after. So I pick up Modern Warfare 2 and then I go back and I'm like, wow, I really missed out on a huge peak moment of gaming because I was so busy with Halo 2, Halo 3, all these other iconic games. And I'm like, yo, COD 4, Modern Warfare 1 was phenomenal. So now I go back to 2016 and it was like I made up for lost time. So I personally loved, the 2016 remaster, but I don't put it high on the list. So I think we could agree there.
Yeah, definitely.
Back to my list though. I think my top five is goated. I mean, you have COD 4, which was COD 4. Modern Warfare 1 was Call of Duty's Halo 2. No one could argue that. It started the next revolution of gaming. Whether it was the custom games in Call of Duty, the matchmaking, the skill-based matchmaking, the prestiges, all that shit.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 took that and just amped it up. It was even better. Black Ops 1, I personally love because it was like a step back from Modern Warfare. It was like more cartoonish, but it still had like a war vibe. Black Ops 1 gave you the tool back in 2010, 2011 to like link your YouTube account and you could post clips. It had
didn't have a theater mode.
It had a theater mode. It had the emblem editor. It had so many revolutionary things that we take for granted now. So if you were a content creator back in those early days, it was awesome.
Like White Boy 7th Street, Auto People blew up.
Shout out to some of the OGs. So
I'll go on for days.
Go ahead. You can shout somebody out. So
Ski Nanners, Hutch. Yo, if you remember Tabes to the face, you're a legend. Anybody that's watching this. Listen, I'm showing my age with that.
You are, and apparently I am too, because I don't remember some of these people. But
you definitely know their faces. Though.
Yeah, I gotta brush up. But Black Ops 1 arguably had some of the best maps in the entire catalog of Call of Duty. It had some of the best guns. Love Black Ops 1. Now, a lot of people complain that Black Ops 1's hit detection was always iffy, even back then.
Yeah.
Now, to me, Modern Warfare 3 did a lot of things right that Modern Warfare 1 and 2 didn't do.
Yeah.
It made, like, the leak play better, and everything was tighter. So, to me, Modern Warfare 3 easily gets the number 4 spot. And Black Ops 2 is goated. It was, like, one of the biggest pro gaming scenes at the time, and that has to be top 5. So I think my top 5 on my list is perfect.
So would you say that it's another hot take for me having Black Ops 2 not in my top 5, but it's in my top 7?
Well, let's see. So your Black Ops 2, yeah, you got it in your top 10.
Yeah, easily.
But bro, you got COD 4 way too low. Way too low.
The reason I said that is because I think Remaster left a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like as I've gotten older, and maybe it's because I haven't played it, because there hasn't been a remaster of it, and I'm gonna name the game soon. I don't know if it's that reason, or just the zombies or whatever, but I feel like I kind of prefer World at War a little bit, the COD 4.
Now, again, World at War was a Call of Duty that I also skipped over because at the time I was so occupied with other great games. But looking back, that was a mistake because World at War was amazing. I played it at some of my friends' houses, and I could just tell you, looking back, that game was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty much like a copy and paste. So I definitely see why you would give COD 4 like the more benefit of the doubt. But
now,
like between
World at War is right out of the top 5, but it was one of the most gruesome Call of Duties. It had a great single player, had a great soundtrack was great multiplayer, and it introduced zombies. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So that has to be high.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3, 2023, is in my top 10 at 7 because it finally did all the remakes justice. It took them 3 of them, but it finally did it justice. I will say, overall, probably is better than Black Ops 6, but Black Ops 6 at 8 is perfect for me because it's the best Call of Duty in years. That might be my hot take. But it is it is the best in years. I mean, everything about Black Ops 6 screams old Call of Duty. Prestiges and all the tributes from the previous operators and guns and they don't have the pick 10 like Black Ops 2 had, but finally the perks are back and like the loadouts that we once knew and loved are pretty much back. So I don't know. The weakest part about Black Ops 6, it has a few bad maps. Other than that, I think it's a great game. I mean, the zombies, I'm having the time of my life. So I don't know. I'm having the time of my life. But
Did you play Black Ops 3 Zombies or am I like?
I did. I played was it like a Chicago map? It was like 1950 Chicago.
Yeah, see now right off the bat, you're talking about Shadows, and right off the bat, a lot of people would tell you that's a top 3 map of all time, which I would agree with.
It is, but back then, I was pretty much your age back then, and I just didn't crave it. But now I love zombies, so going back, I would play it again and probably love it even more. So, after Black Ops 6, you got Modern Warfare 2 2022, which was very good. And at 10, has to be Modern Warfare 1 remake because it finally gave us Old Duty. And it gave us Warzone, which arguably Warzone was the next pivotal moment of Call of Duty. Black Ops 4 kind of gave you Warzone with the Battle Royale, but it wasn't as good.
Yeah, it was cartoony a little bit too.
Yeah, so
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna save my judgment on Black Ops 6 a little bit, just off the fact that it's still fresh, and I feel like maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit.
right. So
But something I will fight you on is the Modern Warfare Remaster 1 being top 10. I think it's a bottom COD for multiple reasons.
yeah, I will agree that the Modern Warfare 2019 does have some bad maps, but
I was just actually doing a video.
you got to admit that Shoot House is awesome though.
Oh yeah, 100%. When they brought it back, it was amazing too. I was just watching a video. Once again, shout out to KS Top 10 if anybody watches him. He still doing videos. God bless. But he did the top 10 launch maps. So all the, not DLC, but the launch maps for each COD.
Right.
And he fairly put Modern Warfare Remaster 1 as last because some of those maps, like Piccadilly and all those, they were trash, bro. You just couldn't play it. And it wasn't until DLC that people started to play it more.
Right. Yeah, Modern Warfare 1, 2019 has its flaws, but between the guns, grinding camos in that game was a nightmare, but between the camos, guns, attachments, Warzone, finally returned the form that we needed for years, you got to put it high. Right under it is going to be Modern Warfare 1 Remaster 2016, which we talked about earlier. It was good, but it wasn't as good as it should have been, so you're right with that. And then I got to give Ghost credit because Ghost gave us, again, a return to form. For me, Call of Duty's a war game. I don't want Call of Duty to be Halo. For example, that's where Halo 4 lost its flame a little bit because Halo 4 tried to be Call of Duty. Halo doesn't need to be Call of Duty, and Call of Duty doesn't need to be Halo. So, I get it. You want to keep the games fresh, new. But Ghost, to me, had some big maps, had cool features where you could, shoot a door off and open up another lane in the map. The pros were out there.
Yeah, I did like that.
Yeah, the pros were out there playing Ghost. Ghost started to get a lot of clout with, you had Snoop Dogg operators or voices in them or Killstreak and all kinds of, goofy things in the earlier days of DLC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Black Ops 3 being at 13 is a hot take because I'll give you this. Wait, I'll give you some credit here. Black Ops 3 to you is a top 10, right?
bro, it's easily top 5. It's easily.
So I don't think Black Ops 3 is top 5 because let's be honest.
Bro, I'm gonna say some disrespectful stuff.
You can,
I
but
think Black Ops 3 is top 5 solely based off the zombies. If you took everything out of that game and just had the zombies in it, I'm taking it's still top 5. That's
But
how
it-
good the zombies were, bro.
but if you take zombies out of Black Ops 3, you have a really.
It's still top 10. It's still top 10, but it's.
I mean, bro, honestly, Black Ops 3 had some cool things with like the special abilities. Like, what was the one where you could like charge into the ground?
Oh, it was the groundbreaker.
Yeah, it had some cool things. It had some. What was the one gun I liked?
Yeah, you can cheese it. You can cheese it.
What was the one gun? The Kuda.
Oh, the Cuda, the submachine gun, bah.
Yeah, shout out to that gun. That's one of my favorites. But again, Black Ops 3 just it just felt cheesy. It felt too put together. It felt like futuristic, way too much running on walls and
You know what? I think maybe I am a little biased in the fact that it was my last COD I really grinded. I was a Master Prestige in it. It was one of the few times
you know what?
all of my core friends played together. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. You,
And then the next like 3-4 years we kind of like broke off, and now like MW3 remaster we all kind of linked up again. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you credit there. Black Ops 3 was like that last hoorah. So basically,
Yeah.
basically up until now with Black Ops 6, Black Ops 3 was that vibe. I will give you that. Black Ops 3 was great in a lot of ways, but it's just something about it felt cheesy.
I feel that.
It was cool though. Like if you were a speed demon and you could run along walls and figure out strats, like you could run lobbies and that. I don't know, just Black Ops 3. It was kind of cool. I played the demo and the beta, and it was cool. Like you could fight underwater. Remember that was the new feature. You could fight underwater and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Just Black Ops 3 just didn't do it for me. Although I was like an 8th prestige in that, so I'll give you credit. I did grind that, and if I have to say anything wrong about my list, I would say Black Ops 3 might take Ghost, but I won't move any of them anywhere further up. Vanguard again returned to form, but
Yeah.
but been there, done that. Vanguard was like World War II Part 2. It's just been there, done that. Call of Duty 3 deserves a lot of credit, even though
Yeah,
it's
Call of Duty 3 is so OG, man.
yeah, dude. Call of Duty 3 is at 15, but really,
It's a go game, man. It's good, bro.
Call of Duty 3 kind of started the base work that COD 4 would take with like the rankings. So like Call of Duty 3 is classic. And that was like 2006. Now Call of Duty 2, I remember getting on 360 day one, and it was single player, and the multiplayer was like 2v2. It was crazy. Horrible servers. Like if you played Call of Duty 2, the best thing about that game was campaign. How wild is that? Talking about a Call of Duty game and campaign was the best. It was a different era. So I love it. I love it at 16 now. Black Ops 4 was trash. Black Ops 4 was like no zombies. It was barely
No, zombies were straight. Zombies are straight.
yeah, but it wasn't like the zombies we knew.
Listen, bro. I think at the time a lot of people were like that because it was like the first time zombies was a little different.
Yeah.
But looking back at it, considering like Cold War zombies and Black Ops 6 zombies and like Infinite Warfare zombies, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's the only thing I like about Infinite Warfare is the zombie land.
Yeah, it's cool. They did
Yeah.
cool, but I think looking back at it, even though it's still the bottom of the Black Ops zombie, not bottom, because obviously Black Ops 6, in my opinion, I can't. But I think looking back at it, Black Ops 4 zombies isn't too bad. Like it's actually pretty. Me and Donato were playing it a couple days ago. and
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool. It's just
You got some cool maps, honestly.
yeah, it's just not what it was, right? And then correct me if I'm wrong, but was single player even in Black Ops 4?
Nah, there's no campaign.
Right, and then the multiplayer was so bad that people just played the battle royale.
Yeah.
It was-
I hate that fucking man. I hate Black Ops 4. I never played it. I played it at my friend's house a little bit. And
Black Ops 4 is the only one I never played because I was so turned off. But I still think I can rank it, even though I didn't play it. Now,
Where do you have it ranked at? You might have it. See, that's disrespectful that you got Black Ops 4 ranked higher than like Infinite Warfare or Advanced Warfare. At least you played those.
all right, well, here's where I'm going to contradict myself. I didn't play. I played Cold War beta, but I didn't play. So Cold War and Black Ops 4 are the only two duties I never really played. Um,
Okay.
as far as Big Red, Call of Duty 1, Finest Hour, United, offense, all that, or offensive and mobile. So Call of Duty 1's classic. It started it all. Finest Hour. They're all kind of like variations of each other, but they're great war games. So you got to put them on the list. I mean, this is just about every Call of Duty ever made. I think everything I have ranked there, I won't really talk about it much because they're very old, but I think they're accurate. And then we'll go to Call of Duty Mobile, which you loved.
I was bodying on it.
And
It's
it's a
what is
good,
it though?
it's a great game
Right?
for it's a great game for mobile.
It
But
is that. It is.
but no, make no mistake about it. Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare are the two worst Call of Duties ever. And I'll even go. I'll tell a crazy story about Advanced Warfare. You ready for this?
Mm.
It was Black Friday of like 2014, right when it came out. I went in Target, and Target was ransacked. There was fucking shelves falling down, and people were taking shit. There was a stack of Advanced Warfares just laying there. I put that one right underneath the paper towels, bro. I bought a couple things, but obviously I didn't see that. I walked out of Target with a free copy of Advanced Warfare. Yeah, you there?
Yeah, I hear.
Okay, so I walked out with a free copy of Advanced Warfare. And it was so bad that I played like 1, 2, maybe 3 matches, and I was like selling it.
Return it?
I sold it at the Best Buy. So I
Right.
actually made money off of Advanced Warfare. Proud to say that. But Infinite Warfare fucked me because it was like, yo, you got to buy this just to get, Modern Warfare 2016. So Infinite Warfare, bro, it's cool if you like sci-fi shit and stuff like that. But again, it's just all it was like a very very worse Black Ops 3, running on walls, crazy
I get it.
abilities.
Yeah.
Nothing about it stood out to me. Again, if you don't put Call of Duty on that, it might be a good game.
Yeah. It's kind of like Season of the Witch for all my Halloween fans out there.
Exactly.
If you didn't put Halloween on it, it would have been a.
Exactly. So that's where I stand. I mean, you could.
They had a cool level up system because like when you would prestige, right?
Right.
You would have your unlock token for like anything you want, but then you'd also have a prestige token, and they had about like 15 old school guns that like from other Call of Duties.
Right.
So each prestige you could like pick what gun. Like for example, like I could use my regular token for like a perk or something, and then I could use my prestige token for like the MW2 UMP. It was cool, like how you could like have like the intervention. Like they had a bunch of guns from like the previous Modern Warfares and stuff. I mean,
Yeah. So
so that was pretty cool. I thought that
so
was a
if
pretty
you
cool way to like.
if you like how they had previous stuff, I'm surprised you don't like Black Ops 6 because Black Ops 6 has a ton of previous things from Call of Duties.
I just can't. I don't know what it is, bro. I can't play it. I don't know if it's my connection or
Well,
what.
put it this
I
way:
can't play
they're
it.
coming out with the new season Thursday. They're gonna unveil Warzone and all that. I don't know. Give it a shot. Maybe try Warzone. Try it again. I think you'll like it. You gotta play Black Ops 6 with an open mind. Like I know you're like a KD demon. Like you want to run lobbies and stuff, but I don't know. Black Ops 6 has a lot of tryhards right now. It's sweaty.
No, bro.
It's
It's
sweat.
definitely sweaty.
It's real sweaty, but I don't know. I'm loving it. Let me ask you this: you have Modern Warfare 2 number 1 on your list.
Yes.
All right, tell me some stories about that. Who showed you the game?
Somebody I once thought knew everything about Call of Duty, but
tell,
times,
tell,
times
tell,
have changed.
tell us those early days when I told you and your cousins to come over and you saw it. Like, what was your first impression? Like it was Quarry, right? Quarry.
Yeah, I'll never forget. We came over, and you were playing. You were on Quarry. I think you were playing. You might have even been playing Capture the Flag from your Halo roots. You
Yeah.
were playing some stuff, maybe Domination, but
I
I'll
think-
never forget. You just had that FAMAS class. Now I don't know whether it was just a class or it was the default class, because I know the FAMAS had a default class, but I just never forget like you noob tubing and just getting that burst kill.
Yeah,
Quarry looked like the best map of all time. Now come to find out, it wasn't that good, but
yeah,
it just looks so sunny. Something about it seems so like I don't know. And immediately a week later I got it, and then you came over and you see me cursing some kids out like I had the game for 2 years.
yeah. I remember like I was like, "Where's Nick at?" They're like upstairs. I go upstairs. You're like in a building trying to take it over. You're like these motherfuckers. I'm like, yeah. You just discovered the game like 4 days ago. Now you're already locked.
I'm locked in.
Yeah.
In
And
just from you playing the one game.
and the crazy thing about
That's all it took. That's all it took was one game.
that's all it took, and all these years later, here you are still playing. It's pretty crazy. I will say this: you know your CODs. I think your list is a little off, but you know your CODs.
I respect it.
Yeah, I mean, let me look at your list again. So, Modern Warfare 2 is the GOAT for a lot of reasons. Let's see what you got here. Black Ops 1, that's respectable. Modern Warfare. I mean, in a lot of ways, your top five is kind of like my top five.
Yeah, we just have like one or two hot takes each, really.
I'm surprised you liked. I guess you liked Vanguard.
The only reason is because like I do like the old school setting a little bit.
Yeah.
I felt like the maps were pretty decent, and
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Well,
know what? That
I'll say
voice
this.
section for me is a little wonky. I could go back and forth.
No, I agree that you put it over World War II. I think Vanguard's better.
You think so? Because I was actually kind of thinking about like, I don't even remember World War II like that as much as I want to.
Yeah, but I mean, Ghost, Modern Warfare 3 Remaster, even Cold War, Black Ops 6, they're all better than Infinite.
Like I said, bro, I'm not necessarily riding for Infinite's
Yeah.
like gameplay. I'm just more or less like how they did the unlocking system, and like the maps are kind of good actually, bro. Like if you really go back and play the maps, you're gonna be like, oh, you know what? These actually aren't bad at all.
Of all the Call of Duties, though, I think the best system is the Pick 10 and Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
I also like Black Ops 1, how you could, like, buy everything. You know, like, you had to be certain levels to get stuff, but majority, you just bought shit, you know?
Yeah.
With the in-game points. The Modern Warfares, I love the classic progression. When would you say it started to get goofy? Like Ghost. Ghost ranks were weird.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, it was Ghost. Ghost started all those weird ranks. Now, you have Advanced Warfare, you know, second to last.
The only reason I put Advanced Warfare that low is because remember I told you there was like a couple downfall CODs?
And that was it.
I feel like that was the first swing and miss where it was like, all right, now we kind of put ourselves in a hole, and now we're going to have 3-4 years of this.
Yeah, now, I think you ranked it great because it's second to last, but I would have put that last for you because Modern Warfare Remake 2019 is better than Advanced Warfare.
Well, see, I didn't put I don't think I even put the remake, did I?
Well, you did. You put remastered. Okay, it's confusing because you're talking about 2016. Well, honestly, bro, 2016 is even better than Advanced Warfare. Now, you didn't play Modern Warfare 2 2022, but you didn't miss out on nothing because it was basically a scam. You know,
It's the same game, right?
Same game. And then Black Ops 4, we both didn't play, but we could both equally say that game was ass. The funny thing about my list is, though, I actually I actually did play Cold War. Played the beta, didn't like it. I didn't put it on my list. That's how bad it was. Actually, Infinite Warfare might be better than Cold War. but as far as Black Ops 4, I immersed myself in watching it, and I'm just like, Battle Royale was cool at the time. Fortnite was popping, PUBG, but I don't know, man. Like, you can't disrespect the Call of Duty by not caring for its multiplayer, but making the Battle Royale. Like, that was just disrespectful.
Yeah,
And some people loved it. It was like huge with the streamers and stuff, and like Tim the Tat. So Black Ops 4 kind of created that next wave of COD content creators like Tim the Tat Man and Doc, and Dr. Disrespectful and all these other cats. I think even Ninja was on. Like a lot of guys were playing what was it called, Blackout.
Yeah,
It was just, I don't know, it just didn't sit well with me. And for the first time ever, I think people generally didn't even care about the multiplayer. What Call of Duty multiplayers are always loved somehow, right? And like Black Ops 4, it feels like the multiplayer don't exist.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy. But even with all these CODs that I played and you played, there's a lot of things we both forgot. That's why I think these debates are great, because we can remind each other like why this was good, why that was good, and when you really break down these Call of Duties, you can easily say on the outside, oh, it's a business, they churn them out every year, but look at it now, like you have so much to play. If you're a true Call of Duty fan, you have so much to play. And
can you imagine if they did like a Master Chief collection of
CODs?
Frankie.
Yeah.
Just take a look real quick, bro. I just went 56 in 10, and I had I'm trying to show you that real quick. You see it?
Yeah.
Dude, I just went 56 and 10, and my highest kill streak, I had a 20, what was it?
Wow.
I gotta say it.
You gotta respect that.
Dude, I'm just running these, bro. I just hopped on this, and I'm running these lobbies, bro. 56 and 10. Meat.
You're running these lobbies also while discussing Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's what
rankings.
I'm saying, bro.
That's impressive.
I don't know, bro. Like, I
well,
feel like I just can't do that on
but also remember, you put a ton of hours into this game, and you have a lot of good guns, and the maps like the back of your hand. So now Black Ops 6, obviously, you're not there yet, but who knows, So, but I like your list.
I don't know what it is. I feel like the Omni movement. I don't know if I'm a fan of it.
I like your list. Your top 5's great. The rest of it, I think, is out of order. And I think you could agree and say that my top 5's great. But maybe you think I'm more extreme on my order. But,
Yeah, I think you're, to be honest with you, the only thing I really have a problem with is Modern Warfare. Honestly, the only problem I got with your list, and I'm not even gonna fight you on Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
It's really from 7 to 14. That's really my only problem.
7 to 14.
Yeah.
So like,
I don't really Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, the remasters, not the so 9 and 10.
Right.
I'm just taking Ghost. I'm taking Black Ops. I'm taking Vanguard because, like you said, they were kind of like trial games. While those games were like, I guess you could say Vanguard was like a Cold. Well, then again, Vanguard was before Cold War.
So basically, if I put Ghost, Black Ops 3, and Vanguard higher, you'd say, okay, my list is that much better.
Yeah. Like I said, me personally, I don't really like. That was like a change of COD that I didn't really respect.
I'm also ranking these based off of like impact and like what they did to the community. I mean, obviously, Call of Duty, like Big Red One's a iconic classic game, but those Call of Duties are campaign first, so I have to respectfully put it low. But like, I think 95% of people out there would say COD 4, Modern Warfare 1 original is the best of all time. That was a hard take for me because Modern Warfare 2 is like my favorite. But COD 4 is better. I've come to realize that. And Black Ops 1's great. So I think my top 3 is unmatched.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, for example, like, see, I'm not.
There's quick note too. There's also there's also different variations of some of the releases. Like, I forgot about this, but I read this earlier. World at War released on the Nintendo DS as well. Who the fuck was playing it on the Nintendo DS? At that point, that game was so stripped down. So, I could be off on some things, but for the most part, this is every Call of Duty that ever came out, and I think my list is pretty damn accurate.
Let me just tell you this real quick. Here's a little side note.
Yeah.
My highest kill, I played over 400 games. I think I have like 413 games in Black Ops 6.
Right.
My highest kills was a 55. I've played 5 games in MW3 tonight, and I just hit a 57.
Did
So,
you really? Yeah.
like I said, if that don't tell you something, I don't know. But
Yeah.
and not to mention these maps are smaller. Right? You would think Black Ops 6, you would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
For example, last thing I want to talk about, Advanced Warfare that you have low, right?
Yeah.
I think it's immediately better than Black Ops 4. The only reason because multiplayers are kind of give or take, right? But you got to admit though, Advanced Warfare, a lot of people say that the campaign was really good, like one of the best campaigns. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I never really played it like that, but a lot of times a lot of people say it's a really good campaign. So right off the bat, you could kind of say like I respect that more than at least they gave you a campaign with it.
Yeah. I mean, I could be off on some things. I just again I'm also ranking for like what it did. So COD 4 was shitty, but it did introduce Battle Royale, and now to this day it's huge. And then Modern Warfare 2019 really took it to the next level. So for that they have to be high, But I don't know. Advanced Warfare also had a really good pro scene. A lot of the pros were playing it, So it is what it is. I mean, everyone someone might look at my list and be like, "That's completely wrong," but I don't know. I try to speak from a truthful stance, and crazy to think how many CODs we got.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we were bound to get some shitty ones.
It's insane though how every year they release one. And one last thing about Black Ops 6, this is the first Call of Duty in years that it took them multiple years to make this. So I'm happy with the product, and going forward, I think Call of Duty needs to do that, because if you constantly make a Call of Duty once a year, you're going to run out of concepts. That's a big reason why the game for many years kind of was hit or miss. Now, that's what the old saying goes, like, short and sweet, or you want to stay the course. Like,
Would you also admit though, like for example, like see how you kind of described like Battlefield in a sense, how they take like 3-4 games,
Yeah.
3-4 years for each game.
yeah.
A lot of people don't like the recent Battlefield, and they took like 4 years to make that.
Yeah,
And they're
but
stuck with
but-
it for like.
let's be honest. Battlefield hasn't been good in 10 years. There,
See, we're gonna debate on that because Battlefield 1 was crazy.
that was 10 years ago.
No, it wasn't. Was it
It
really?
was close to it.
How about Hardline?
Probably the same. I don't. When
Damn,
did
all right, well, they were popping.
what was the one you liked? You liked Battlefield 5, right?
Like I said, I like Battlefield. Well, bro, we were playing Battlefield 2, 3, 4.
What was the
5,
Battlefield?
Hardline.
What was the Battlefield that came out with like the javelin and all that? The one that you
Probably,
played?
it was probably Battlefield 4, honestly, bro.
No, the one in like 2016.
It was 2016 was probably. I think Hardline was like 2015.
Well,
so
a lot of people argue that Hardline is like a DLC.
It is like a DLC, but it is cool though. Like the cops and robbers, like it's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I used to body on it, bro.
Battlefield was an odd one to me. I liked it, but I'm taking Rainbow Six all day over that. Now,
What, Siege?
any of the Rainbow Sixes over Battlefields. Right, to me, Rainbow Six takes the most skill, but I'm fucking with Call of Duty because Call of Duty is one of those games that you can just pick up and it's great with the friends. Like, everyone could tell you their memories of Call of Duty with their friends. It's just perfect,
Yeah.
So, but I will admit that if you have a COD every year, it's just gonna get so played out, and
Some would say it's played out now, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, if they were to only made 5 Call of Duties and never made any more, I would have been happy too. Because imagine if we would have had our top 5s and that was it. It would have been like Call of Duty had the greatest run ever, But now you're making this the 6 installments and the 7th installments, and there's just so much you can think about. So I don't know. It's gonna get interesting. I wonder what they're gonna do next to these games. Even like with Halos or Gears, it's like you got to do something that's gonna keep it fresh. But it's hard. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Good list. Still rocking with Call of Duty after all these years. And yeah, man. Good talks.
Always goes.
Let me know
Tune in for the next episode.
Yeah, let me know if you like my list better or his list better, or I don't know if you want to fight one of us. Let me know.
Listen. Also, give topics for other videos in the future. Whether it's we're gonna do match or DLC match or guns. What kind of the best guns. So let us know in the future. We appreciate the support.
Yeah, I'll talk about anything. You know me, so appreciate it.
Yes, sir.